excited about what it's going to show to the world.
I really didn't expect it to maintain the speed the way that it does.
Oh, this is a great addition. But it's a massive ride.
I think one of our smoothest rides we've built. Every ride that we put out has a little bit something special to it, you know.
There is always hype when a new roller coaster opens.
I'm just amazed at the caliber of this ride for this park.
So, when Fun Spot America in Atlanta debuted ArieForce One,
This is a fantastic ride.
ACE member Garrett Gooch has high praise.
So many good elements.
This coaster astonished
Wow.
ACE member Tim Baldwin.
This thing, I think the biggest surprise is it maintains its speed. It is just flying, and I imagine in the summer it's just going to be totally cooking.
So many great reviews pouring in on opening day. So, how did Fun Spot get such a great roller coaster?
It's been 2 years in the making.
President and CEO of Fun Spot America, John Arie Jr., started planning 3 years ago with Rocky Mountain Construction's Darren Torr.
John Jr. reached out to us in February of 2020 in the middle of the pandemic. John had mentioned to us that he had this vision for this park that he'd purchased in Atlanta. He wanted to make, really put in a cornerstone ride in there that was going to be something that you could build around.
Looks like John Arie Jr. got what he wanted.
I can't believe it. I'm getting the goosebumps. The reviews are just making me so happy.
We really thought we were, a good match for what they were looking for. So we collaborated and put together a proposal, and John wanted it to be, extreme and kind of the best hits. He knew what he was looking for.
I'm beyond myself, and I don't know how to put it into words.
John may not have words, but ACE member Robert Ulrich does.
I think ArieForce One is going to do something for Fun Spot that it's needed for quite a while, which is put it on the map.
ArieForce One starts with a towering 154-foot lift hill.
And there we go down the first run at 83 degrees.
The beginning is really good. Of course, you have your signature RMC super steep drop.
That 80-degree first drop leads into the Raven Truss dive.
We've done a Raven turn in the past,
However, the RMC Director of Design and Engineering says this one is a bit different.
but this one we wanted to take a look at doing something different with the structure, having a big arch span. So Joe Draves, layout designer, is a big, he used to be an engineer for bridge work, and I kind of have an architectural background. So, anything aesthetically that we could do different, unique on the structure side of things was really, really fun. One thing we did there is we dove through the truss, which is something we've never done before. I think it creates an awesome tunneling effect. This one just has more of an open feel as soon as you're coming out of that, but a tunneling feel as you're going into it. So it's just unique.
That element leads into the largest zero-G stall in the country.
Honestly, I think my favorite part of the ride is coming out of that big hill and into the first zero-G roll.
That stall behind us is probably one of the best stalls I've ever been on.
It's just such incredible airtime, and then going right into a very whippy, fast zero-G roll is really incredible. I mean, you hang for so long.
The next element, ACE member Michael Christopher gives high praise.
This Outer Bank turn here is definitely something to fly out of your seat with.
So does RMC's president.
Outward bank turn.
That's
come
so
around there.
great.
It's like you're flying the whole way around. If you're in the front, I thought it was great.
Fun Spot employee Ariana Harvey loves the Outer Bank turn too.
Who is making steel curve at an angle like that? No one is doing it. No one. Absolutely no one. RMC.
The Outer Bank hills throw you out of your seat.
Then, two more airtime moments.
The hill that is going over into the arcade is incredible. I mean, just sustained ejector airtime.
After that, the first of two zero-G rolls, which are Tim Baldwin's favorite moments on the ride.
When you flip over the arcade building, I just love that. Just throw your arms in the air and just be whirled through the sky. It's great.
It was also Jake's favorite element as well.
That roll over the building turned into probably my favorite element on the ride. We were constrained on our height there and where we could build on the back side of the building, so it kind of forced us to be creative with what to do. And both inversions on the backside here are just incredible.
Zero G stalls, they are great.
The zero G rolls are so snappy and fast.
What about that helix, Garrick?
The helix behind the arcade is full of positive G's.
ArieForce reviews are positive from enthusiasts and fun spot management.
In my opinion, they produce probably the best coaster in the world.
This is going to be one of the best coasters in the world.
But what I love most is sitting in that brake run and watching everybody come in, just laughing and smiling, talking to their friends, their family, whatever it may be.
It's exciting to ride.
They got tears coming out of their eyes because it's so fun. They're smiling, they're drooling, we did it. We did it.
Let's take this 3,400 feet long, 64-mile-an-hour RMC track for a ride.
There we go. And here we go down the first run at 83 degrees. Into the Gribble Trust Drive, the first run in the world. It's the longest Syracuse call in North America. So much air time on the coaster. There are 19 hours of air time.
This amazing ride by RMC is quite close to the highway.
But they have a setback off that road. I can't go another foot closer to the road. I wanted it as close as I can get.
Fun Spot allowed us to kind of play with it a little bit, and they love the idea of it being right on the highway there, you know, giant billboards.
I wanted it street side so everybody driving by. This is a pretty busy highway. Everybody driving by sees it and knows what we are here in town.
So if you see it, you'll like it. Sienna Riza says you'll ride more than once.
The one thing I love about the roller coaster, so re-rideable. Like there's no bruising.
I think one of our smoothest rides we built, that's the combination of track, but with an angle iron structure, you know, steel structure that we've done here. So.
ArieForce One is the first RMC coaster built with the iBox track from the ground up.
And it's also the first time we went from the ground up with the steel angle iron structure. It's going to be great for Fun Spot on the maintenance side of things. A lot less to check and make sure is looking good than with the wood structure.
Not many park owners can say they crafted a coaster like this.
It's a custom coaster that was delivered to what I wanted to reflect as my father and flight and zero G's and air times and all that stuff that he does as a pilot. And I honored my dad today, which means a lot to me. And I'm thankful and for everything he's done for us.
The colored track was also his idea.
And it looks so sharp. There's a reason I did that too. And that's so as you're walking down to Midway, you can see the double up coming, one color, and then as you come back the other way, it's a different color. So you can see that there's two different tracks, and I wanted both of those colors to pop. So that was strategically done that way.
RMC didn't just satisfy Fun Spot.
Who's not an RMC fan? If you live in America, you gotta be an RMC fan. So what I love about RMC is their quality. They do what they say they're going to do. They over-deliver.
ArieForce One is the largest single investment Fun Spot America has ever made, and John looks forward to you spending time enjoying this new coaster and possibly more in the future.
This is just the beginning. There's more to come, and RMC is definitely on the top of my radar.